who live on 8 different floors, and each one of them works in a different bank as well, isn't it? Now it comes under floor arrangement. 8 persons living on 8 different floors and they are working in different banks. Now floor arrangement 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3, 2, 1, these are the 8 floors. Then coming to condition number 1. There is only one floor between A and the floor on which the person works in OBC. Now A and OBC, how many persons must be there? There must be only one person between. If A is here, blank OBC will be here, or the vice versa, A and OBC. Then A and the one who works in OBC, the person who works in OBC does not live on floor number 1. Hence OBC cannot be on this floor number 1, hence it is invalid. Then D lives just below B. Now this D lives just below B, hence B and D must be here. D lives just below B and just below B. And the one who works in BOI, the one who works in BOI lives on an even number floor just above the floor on which CBI lies. Now BOI and CBI, Bank of India and Central Bank of India, these the persons who are working in these two are like this, isn't it? Bank of India is immediately above this Central Bank of India. And the person who works in IOB lives on an even number floor. IOB is an even number floor. IOB is an even number floor. Then next one. IOB lives on an even number floor, but not on 8th floor. Hence IOB can be either 2, 4 or 6. The next one, neither D nor H lives on the first floor. On the first floor, D and H is ruled out, isn't it? Next one. Only one person lives between the one, P and B and D. Between P and B and D, there must be exactly one person, hence P and B can be below this one or above this one, P and B and D. The next one, A lives on an odd number floor and E lives just above A. And A lives on an even number floor and E lives just above A, hence E and A must be together. And A must be on an odd number floor. A is on an odd number floor, and next one, E and A must be together. Next, and B lives on floor number 4. Now, sir, B lives on 4th floor. This is what the information provided. If B lives on the 4th floor, now we are coming to this possibility, isn't it? Then D lives immediately above this D. If D lives immediately above this one, then between D and the one who works in P and B, there must be exactly one person, isn't it? And the one who works in P and B must be on which floor? P and B must be on the first floor. Now P and B, this is one case. And P and B is here, or B and D, and between D and P and B there must be exactly one person. The second case is like this. Done with this? Between D and the P and B there must be exactly one person, and between E, A, now A lives on an odd number floor. E, A blank OBC must be here. E, A, OBC, then A lives on an odd number floor and E lives just above A, and B lives on the 4th floor. Only two friends live between the one who works in IOB and A. Between IOB and A, tell me how many persons are there? There must be exactly 2 people. And 2 people between IOB and A, E and A is here. 1, 2, IOB can be here or not. And IOB lives on an even number floor. As IOB lives on an even number floor, hence IOB cannot be above this one, isn't it? As IOB cannot be above this one, then E, A blank OBC IOB, how many persons were involved here? 5 persons were involved, isn't it? And out of which E must be an even number floor. Hence, as E must be an even number floor, can we start with this one? E, A blank OBC. If OBC is here, IOB is here, isn't it? That is one of the possible. If it is invalid, then 6, 5, 4 and so on. Done with this? Now we have taken this information, E, A blank, OBC and IOB. Then OBC lives on either, IOB lives on either 2, 4 or 6. As of now I have taken at the 4th floor, and the second possibility can be on the 2nd floor. Then BD blank PNB, BD blank PNB we have taken this information, and BOI and CBI are adjacent to each other. As BOI and CBI are adjacent to each other, and the one who works in BOI must be on an even number floor, isn't it? As even number floor, then where should this BOI? BOI must be at this place. If BOI is here, then CBI must be at this place. Done with this? Now let us go through the information once again. Then only 2 friends live between IOB and A. IOB and A, there are only 2. F lives just below the one who works in CBI. F lives just below the one who works in CBI. Then, and D works neither in CBI nor OBC, CBI nor OBC. Next one, the person who works in Dena Bank does not live on an odd number floor. Dena does not live on an odd number floor, hence Dena must be, now according to this one, the one who works in Dena must be on the 3rd floor, isn't it? Then Dena must be on the Yes, the one who works in Dena Bank does not live on an odd number floor. Does not live on an odd number floor means this Dena Bank must be on even number floor. And that means either on the 2nd floor or on the 6th floor. There are 2 possibilities. Dena can be 2nd or the 6th, and G does not work in BOB. G does not work in BOB. And next one, there are 2 floors between the floors on which H lives and the floor on which E lives. Between H and E there must be exactly 2, and so this H must be on floor number 5. If H is on floor number 5, only 2 persons live between the one who works in UBI and the one who works in Dena. UBI and Dena, there must be exactly 2 people, and earlier we had discussed Dena can be either on the 2nd or the 6th floor. If Dena is on the 2nd floor, then UBI must be on the 4th floor, which is not possible, hence Dena must be on the 6th floor. If Dena is here, and between Dena and UBI, UBI must be here. If UBI is here, then what is the other bank left over? BOB is left over, isn't it? And BOB is left over, G does not work in BOB, isn't it? One information just now we have gone through this. G does not work in BOB, hence G cannot be here, G must be here. If G is here and the person left over will be C will be here. Done with this? Now, sir, why we have approached to this type of approach here? Cheppandi. Earlier we have discussed about that one. When to opt for this one and when to fix the possibilities. Whenever more and more possibilities were there, and at the same time if there is no definite information given. Definite information in the sense, only one definite information is given regarding B. Out of these 8 persons, only one definite information is not sufficient, isn't it? Hence we have taken this information, and all the 5, we have covered maximum number of people. As you have covered maximum number of people, the possibilities will be very less, isn't it? And if a definite information is given, then we will fix here. And if it is not given, and this is how to crack these type of models. Earlier we have discussed about the importance of representing the information like this. Done with this? And EA, FH, BD, CG is the order in which these 8 persons are living on these 8 different floors, and the banks they were working in are BOI, CBI, Dena Bank, OBC, IOB, UBI, BOB and PNB. And this is about question number 66 to 70. Now we are running out of time. The time is already 4:45, isn't it? We are hardly left with around some 15 to 20 minutes. Hence, today let us focus only on the puzzles rather than the individual questions. Done? The next one 71 to 75, and I am not going to discuss the questions, individual questions as well. Now just the sets, and now question number 71 to 75. Now in this 71 to 75, I has completed writing this one, because there is another class at 5:30, isn't it? Special class is there, and for that one we need to distribute the papers, and you have to vacate this place, and again you should come and occupy this place. Hence it all takes around some 15 to 20 minutes. Hence the time is very less today. The next one, question number 71 to 75. Tell me what is information given here, 71 to 75. Now there are 7 people. Who are those 7 people? A, B, C, D, F and G, and they are all born on different years. Years were given. Whenever the years were given, one base year will be given, isn't it? Then one base year will be given, and one more information we have discussed about whenever the years were given. What is that information here? All these years must be written in the ascending order. By doing so, we can easily find out the ages. Then ascending order. Now 1952, let us start with this 1952. 1952. And 1952, next one is what? 59. And next 63. And 72. 79. 87. Isn't it? 87 and 2002. Then these are the years. And the base year. What is the base year given here? 2017. 2017 is the base year, isn't it? 2017. Now 2017 is the base year. Then first we need to identify the ages of these persons with respect to the base year. Now 1952 and 2017, 52 plus 48 plus 17 is how much? 48 plus 17, and this will be 65. And the person who is 65 years of age here, 52. Then 52 to 59, how many years? Plus 7, and the age will be minus 7. And 65 minus 7 will be 58. And next one, 59 to 63 days, how much? Plus 4, and say here it must be minus 4, isn't it? Next one, 63 to 72 plus 9, 54 minus 9, it will be 45, 72 plus 7, 45 minus 7, that will be 38, and 79 and 87. How many years are there? 8 years. Here it must be 30 minus 8 years, and 87 plus how much? 87 plus 15, and here also 30 minus 15, and the age is 15 years. Done with this? These are the ages of these persons. Then coming to condition number 1, 2007 and assuming months and date of birth be the same. The age of A is divisible by 5, but A is not the oldest. Age of, now here is talking about the age. The age of A is how much? It is a multiple of 5, but it is not the, eldest. Hence, what is the age of this person? The age of A could be either 45, 30 or 15. How many possibilities do we have? 3 possibilities. A can be 45 and 30 or 15. There are 3 ages among these which are divided by 5. And A is not the oldest. The difference between the age of A and G is 7 years. A and G is 7 years. If you take A is 15 and G must be A and G must be 15 plus 7, 22. Is there any 22 here? 22 age is not there, hence A cannot be 15. Are you following this one or not? Then if you take this person A's age is 30 and this person's age must be, G's age must be, here is talking about the difference. Difference could be either plus or minus. 30 plus 7, 37 is not there. 30 minus 7, 23 is also not there. Hence A30 is also ruled out. As A30 is ruled out, then what is the only possibility left over here? A must be 45. If A is 45, the difference between A and G is 7 years. Hence 45 minus 7 or 45 plus 7. 45 plus 7 is how much? 52 age is not there. Hence 45 minus 7 and 38. And he is none other than G. Done with this? Now we can able to finalize the ages of this A and G as well. And B was born in an odd number year before G. Here he is talking about year rather than the age. Now this B was born in the year odd number year, isn't it? Before G. Before G, odd number year could be 63 or 59, isn't it? There are only 2 odd number years before this G, out of which, and but not in 1959. 59 is ruled out. If 59 is ruled out, and this B must born in the year 1954. Done with this? B was born in an odd number year, that is 1963, and but not in 1959. The age of C is double the age of D. C and D, it must be double the ages. Double the ages means, now the age of C is double the age of D. That means C is twice that of D. Now C and D as of now it is not finalized here. Now tell me whether C can be 65 or not. If it is C is 65, D must be half of this one, which is not possible. And 58, if C is 58, 58 divided by 2, 29 is not there, isn't it? Then what are the remaining numbers left over here? If C is 30, then D will be 15. Done with this? We have done with this 2A as well. E is not the oldest person. If E is not the oldest, E is 58, then who is the person left over here? F is the eldest of all this. Done with this? And this is what the advantage we have by drawing, by representing all the years in an ascending order. And this is about question number 71 to 75. Then 76 to 76, it is based on coded inequalities. 77, isn't it? 78 and 79, it is just a comparison. Shall I express in this one or not required? 78 to 79. The next one, 80 and 81. 80 and 81 directions. Anyone please? 80 and 81. Now next one, 82, coding and decoding. Yes, tell me what should be discussed after this. Next number please. 88 to 93. And the next one is 88 to 93. there are 8 students, A, B, C, D, F, G and H are the 8 students here, and we have to attend the seminar in the months of February, April, June and September. Now 4 months were given and dates, 2 dates were given. Okay, 2 days ago we had discussed about the same type of puzzle, isn't it? Whenever months and dates were given. Now persons were there, 8 persons, 4 months were given, isn't it? Now between these two, tell me which one should be fixed in the first column. Persons or the months? Months should be fixed here, isn't it? Now because now whenever the days were given, months are given, floors are given, that should be the first priority. And if nothing of this sort is given, then we can directly fix the persons, isn't it? Then, yes, what are the months here? Because the months are in a regular order. Then what are the months given here? Feb, April, June and September. Now this is Feb. Now how many days are there in this one? Feb 9th and Feb 17th. Now Feb 9th is one, Feb 17th, next one after this Feb, and April, June and September. April 9, April, September, April, June, June 9 and June, September and June 17th, and next one September 9 and September 17th, isn't it? And so how many possibilities do we have? Now in total we have some 8 different dates in 4 different months, 9 and 17 and so on. Then condition number 1. Yes, tell me what about this condition number 1 here? And not more than 2 of them have a seminar on the same month. A attend the seminar on either of 9th of April or 9th of September. A 9th April or 9th September. And so how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possible. A can be 9th September or 9th of April, isn't it? A can be 9th April or 9th September. Next one, B attends the seminar after the date on which G attends the seminar. B is after G. As B is after G, the word immediate is not given, hence anywhere after this one. There are 2 students attend the seminar between A and C. Between A and C, tell me how many persons are there? There are 2 students. Now here also there are 2 students between A and C. C must be on June 17th. And there is 1 student attend the seminar between C and D. Between C and D, tell me how many students? 1 student. And so D can be either here or here. And in this one also, D can be here or here, isn't it? There are 2 possibilities to this C and D. Then there is 1 student between C and D. There are 2 students between the seminars between D and E. Now, sir. Now let us take D at this place. This is one possibility. And what is the other possibility? If C is here, A is here, D will be here. That is the second possibility, isn't it? Now in this one also D can be here. That is one possibility. And the second one is C, A is here, and D must be here. This is the second possibility. Done with this? There is only 1 person between C and D. As there is only 1 person between C and D, there are 2 students attend the seminar between D and E. Between D and E, there are 2 students. In this one, 1, 2, E will be here. There are 2 students between D and E. In this one, 2 students between D and E. Now in this one, 2 students between D and E. Done with this? There are 2 students between D and E. Next one. And there are 3 students between E and F. As there are 3 students between E and F, now in this one, 1, 2, 3, this case is completely ruled out because there is no place for this F. 3 students between E and F, 1, 2, 3, F must be here, isn't it? Now 3 students between E and F, if E is here, 1, 2, 3, F must be here. And 3 students, if E is here, 1, 2, 3, F is here, 1, 2, 3. E cannot be here. If E is here, then 1, 2, 3, F will be here. Done with this? How many possibilities we have? We have some 3 possibilities. Then there is 1 student attend the seminar between H and E. Between H and E, there must be exactly 1 person. Now in this case, H must be here. 1 person between H and E. Now in this case, H is here. 1 person between H and E, this is ruled out. Now we are left with only 2. Then B does not attend the seminar in the month of April. As B does not attend in the month of April, and G is before B, isn't it? Now G is before B is there, then G is here, and B will be here. G is before B, and G is here, and B will be here. Done with this? Then, what is information here? B does not attend the seminar in the month of April. Now in this case, B attend the seminar in the month of April, and this case is also ruled out. Finally, we are left with only this case. Done with this? Hence, whenever there is a second possibility or third possibility, it is always better to represent there itself, because by doing so, there is no necessity for you to go through the entire information once again. Done? And this is about question numbers 88 to 90. Now, sir. Hence, whenever these dates and months were given, this is the best way to solve this one. Why? Because now some of the students are working like this. Feb is here, isn't it? Feb 9 and Feb 17, and the next one April 9 and April 17. Now some students are representing the statement like this. Now if you work out this way, then there won't be any problem, you will get the answer. The only thing is there is lots of confusion in this one. Why there is a lots of confusion here? Because now if any information given like, now there are two students between, okay, February 9th and April 17th. Then how will you work out this one? Now you have to count like this, isn't it? Now your counting must be 1, your counting must be like this. 1 person, 2 person, 3 persons, 4 persons, and so on. It will be very in a zigzag method. Then it will be very confusing. Hence if you work out like this way, now 1 and 2 you can move forward and backward like anything. Done with this? And this is about question numbers 88 to 93. The next one, after this 88 to 93, 94, 95, comparison. Then 96 to 100, now 96 to 100. Now question numbers 96 to 100. Now A, B, C, D, P, Q, R and S are seated in a straight line facing towards north, and all have different ages, 24, 26, 27, 29, 31, 33, 36, 49, 41, not necessarily in the same order. B sits at extreme end of the line. Hence, how many persons are there? Tell me. There are 8 persons. As there are 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons are there. Now, in this one, 8 persons, their ages were also clearly given here. What are the ages here? 24, 26, 27, and 29, 31, 33. Here also, luckily, the ages were given in an ascending order. If at all they were not given in the ascending order, first you need to write down all the in an ascending order. Then, not necessarily in the same order, B sits at extreme end of the line. As B is seated at extreme end of the line, and so B can be here, that is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now B can be here, this is the second possibility, isn't it? Now there are 2 possibilities in this one, and 3 people sit between B and the 26-year-old. Between B and the one who is 26-year-old, there must be exactly 3 people. Now B and 26-year-old, there must be exactly 3 people. Done with this? There are exactly 3 people between B and 26-year-old. And 33-year-old sits second to the left of Q. And 33-year-old sits second to the left of whom? Sits second to the left of Q. This is what the information. 33-year-old sits second to the left of Q. And Q sits to the right of 26-year-old, isn't it? But not immediate right. Now Q is to the right of 26-year-old, but not to the immediate right, isn't it? Hence, what are the different possibilities? Can Q be at this place? Tell me, where Q be here or not? Why? If Q is here, then 26 and 33 must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence, Q cannot be here. Then what is the only possibility? Q must be here. If Q is here, then 33-year-old must be here. Done with this? Then, next one. And between Q and 33-year-old, and 33 years old sits second to the left of Q. As 33-year-old sits second to the left of Q, and 33 and Q cannot be at this place, isn't it? Q is to the left of whom? Q sits to the right of 26-year-old, but not immediate right. Q cannot be here, and Q cannot be here as well, because if Q is here, 26 and 33 must be in the same place, not possible, and so Q must be here. As Q is here, and the one who is 33-year-old sits second to the left of Q, 33-year-old must be here. Are you following this one or not? Then, 2 persons between 33-year-old and D. Between 33-year-old and D, how many persons are there? There are exactly 2 people, hence D is here. And in this case also between 33 and D, there must be exactly 2 people. And 2 persons sit between 33-year-old and D. 3 persons sit between 36-year-old and C. Between 36 and C, C sits to the right of 36. 36 is here. 1, 2, 3. How many persons in between this one? 3 persons sit between 36-year-old and C. Now we need to find out the different positions to this 36 and C. Then neither B nor D is of 36-year-old. Neither B nor D is of 36-year-old, hence B cannot be 36, isn't it? And D also cannot be 36. Now in this one, D cannot be 36 and B cannot be 36. And this is what the information we have. As B cannot be 36-year-old, then tell me what are the different possibilities we can have. Now can the 36-year-old be at this place immediate right of D? No. If that person is here, then C and Q must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence 36-year-old cannot be here, isn't it? And it cannot be here as well, cannot be here. Then what is the only possibility left over here? Then the 36-year-old must be at this place only in between B and D. Are you following this one or not? Then if 36-year-old person is here, then how many persons are there in between 36-year-old and C? There must be exactly 3. 1, 2, 3, and this C must be 33-year-old. Are you following this one or not? Done with this? Then we have finalized this 36 and C. Then coming to the next one, this 36-year-old can neither be D nor to B. Now let us check out whether this person can be 36-year-old or not. If this person is 36-year-old, then C and Q must be in the same place, which is not possible. Hence 36-year-old must be at this place. If 36-year-old is here, then C will be 33. Done with this? Now we have finalized this 36-year-old and C. The next one. What is the other information we have? And the difference of ages of the neighbors of D is 5 years. Neighbors of D is 5-year-old. Now one of the neighbors' age is how much? 36-year-old, isn't it? And this person's age must be 36 minus 5 or 36 plus 5. And the age of this person could be either 31 or 41. Both are there, isn't it? 31 or 41. And similarly here also the age of this person could be either 31 or 41. Then oldest person is not a neighbor of D. Oldest person means now this 41-year-old is not a neighbor of D. Hence here this person cannot be 41-year-old. And the person who is to the immediate right of D must be of 31-year-old. Done with this? And 31, here it must be 31. Are you following this one or not? And it is 31. And next one, D is neither the youngest nor the oldest. D is neither the youngest nor the oldest, and D is neither the youngest nor the oldest. Hence D cannot be either 24 or 41. D cannot be the youngest nor the oldest. 24, 41. Now sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ages were already done, and 24 and 41 were also done. Now we are left with only 2 more. What are those 2 more left over here? 27 and 29. 27 and 29 are the 2 ages which are left to this D. The next one, P sits right of 41-year-old, and P is seated to the right hand side of 41-year-old. Then hence where should this P be? See, P can be here, isn't it? Or P can be here, or P can be here, isn't it? And D cannot be 41-year-old, then B will be 41-year-old. And P sits to the right of 41-year-old, exactly 6 persons between 41 and 29 years old. 49 and 29-year-old, how many persons are there? There must be exactly 6 persons. Exactly 6 persons between 41 and 29-year-old. And in the paper it is more than 6, it is not possible, isn't it? Because you are having only 8 persons, more than 6 is not possible at all. Because these 2 persons must be considered, and the remaining will be only 6 persons. Hence more than 6 is completely not possible, hence exactly 6. As there is exactly 6 persons, and there is 1 person, P sits to the right hand side of 41, hence P cannot be at the right extreme, hence P is here, and if P is here, this will be 29. Are you following this one or not? And similarly here also, then is the second case possible? Second case is not possible, because 41 must be at this place, which is not possible, this is ruled out. Now we are left with only 1 case, isn't it? Now 6 persons between 41 and 29-year-old. Then A sits second to the right of R. As A is seated second to the right of R, then again A sits second to the right of R, then what are the possibilities we can have? Then what is the age of this D? D can be either 27 or 29, isn't it? Then A sits second to the right of R, tell me what are the possibilities. If A is here, R will be here, that is one possibility. Or if A is here, R will be here. There are 2 possibilities or not, isn't it? Hence, there are 2 possibilities in this set. P sits to the right of 41. P is to the right of 41. If P is here or here or here or here, in all these 4 places are to the right of 41 only. అక్కడ ఇమీడియట్ అనేవి ఇచ్చాడా? isn't it? మీరు తీసేసుకున్నారు అది లక్కీగా ఆన్సర్స్తో మ్యాచ్ అయిపోయింది అది. బట్ as the word immediate is not given, which you are not supposed to take. ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ నుంచి మనం అదే డిస్కస్ చేస్తుంది, isn't it? Hence, in the case of row arrangement, left need not necessarily be immediate left and right need not necessarily be immediate right, isn't it? Left can be anywhere left hand side, right can be anywhere right hand side. Not to that girl, all 9 persons are to the right hand side of that girl only, and all these 9 persons are to the left hand side of that person, isn't it? Hence, if the word immediate is given, then we can able to fix. Hence, add this one as you said, immediate. మీరు తీసుకున్నట్టే చేద్దాం. Then A, P sits to the immediate right of you. Okay, as you are getting 2 possibilities, in order to adjust that one we are doing, but as in general we are not supposed to take like that. Clear now? Then this P sits to the immediate right of 41, then this must be P. If this person is P, then these 2 persons are and R and A. Whatever this R and A, if this person is P and A sits second to the right of R, then what is the only possibility here? A is here. If A is here, R will be here, and the person who is left over is P, A, B, C, D, and P, Q, R, S, S must be at this place. If that word immediate is given, everything will be finalized. If at all, if it is not given, there will be 2 possibilities. Clear? Hence, in the examination, you will clearly use that word immediate or not immediate. Done with this? No, sir. In general, if at all, if you want to go through this one, okay, rather than working this way, and the first priority, how will we solve this one? We will first take this information. Another exactly 6 persons between 41 and 29. Then we will have 2 possibilities. Another. Then this P is to the right hand side of 41. Hence P cannot be right hand side. P is left hand side, only one possible. అక్కడ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే అయిపోతుంది. బట్ వేరేస్ మనకి ఏ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎక్కడ ఉందో తెలియదు, ఫస్ట్ టైం చదువుకుంటున్నాను, అందుకే నేను పైనుంచి చేశాను. పైనుంచి చేసినప్పుడు కూడా ఒకేసారి చదివేటట్టు నేను చెప్పాను. క్లియర్ నౌ? హియర్ ఇన్ జనరల్, if there is a time, how will you solve this one? First, we will check out for the information. What is the definite information given? We will check out that one. Now, finally, I got this. This is the definite information, isn't it? As today we do not have any time, hence we have started in an order. వాడు ఇచ్చినట్టే మొదలు పెట్టేసాం, అయినప్పటికీ మనకు అదే టైం పట్టింది. కనుక మీరు ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏది ఎక్కడ ఇచ్చారో దాని గురించి ఎత్తుక్కునే పని అయితే పెట్టుకోకండి మీరు. Whether you have taken this information first or last, anyhow you have to take that information, isn't it? Whether at the beginning or at the last, you have to take that information. Without that information, you cannot solve this one, isn't it? The only thing is, if there is a definite information, it will be comfortable for us. And if you could not able to trace out that one, then start from the beginning. Then also you will get the answer. And that's what we did today in this set, isn't it? Or else, in general, we have to start with this one only, exactly 6 persons. But whereas we have started with this one, then also we get the same answer. Then, who are the remaining persons here? A and D. Yes, A and D is what? Then, now this D can be what? Either 27 or 29. Out of which, then 27 or 29, 29 is this person, and so D is 27. If this D is 27, and the person who is left over A, and A's age is 24 years old. Done with this? Clear? Now this is about question number 66 to 100. Yes, tell me anything to be discussed apart from this. Question numbers, please. Make it fast. Yes, if anything to be discussed, please let me know. I will discuss those questions. Because today we have left most of the questions, the regular coded inequalities and so on type of questions. And if you could able to find out any difficulty in that one, tell me that number, I will explain that question. Make it fast then.